All right, we're diving deep today. Philippine cinema.
Oh, cool.
We're looking at a 2022 action film, The Buy-Bust Queen.
I've heard of this one.
Yeah, it's gotten some buzz. Our source is a review from MovieKaTicket.com.
Okay.
And let me tell you, the premise alone is, well, kind of wild.
Really?
Yeah, picture this. The Philippine drug war, intense action.
Okay.
But instead of the usual tough guys, it's
What?
a squad of women, fearless women, leading the charge.
Wow, flipping the script. That's interesting. I mean, you don't see that every day, especially in that genre. Action films, they're usually,
Totally. Yeah, it's like explosions, car chases, the lone wolf hero.
Exactly.
But this is different. So the movie itself, The Buy-Bust Queen, directed by JR Olinares, written by Lawrence Nicodemus.
Okay.
And get this, it's a collaboration between Pinoy Flix Films and the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency.
The PDEA.
The PDEA. Wait,
Yeah.
really? That's an interesting partner for a film like this, right? Like, I'm all for authenticity, but it makes you wonder, does it make the film, maybe a little too...
Propaganda-ish. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's a fine line.
Exactly. Like, on the one hand, having the PDEA involved, they probably had access.
Oh, for sure. To resources, insider information.
Making things super realistic.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand...
It could lean a little too much towards, promoting their agenda.
Right. Less about storytelling, more about, I don't know.
Message pushing.
Yeah, message pushing.
Ah.
So plot-wise, we followed Gianne Regalado, played by Phoebe Walker, leading her team, these dangerous missions, drug busts, the whole 9 yards.
Sounds intense.
Well, it gets better. The PDEA Director General, Wilkins Villanueva, he plays himself.
Whoa.
In the movie. Talk about blurring the lines.
Wow. That's a whole other... It's like, are we watching fiction or are we watching, some kind of documentary? It's a bold move, for sure. It definitely makes you, pay attention.
Definitely. And speaking of strong women, the cast is amazing. Ritz Azul.
Oh, yeah.
Maxine Medina.
I like her.
Elaine Ochoa. A real powerhouse ensemble.
Wow, that's a lot of talent in one film. You've got action, you've got drama, you've got social commentary. Sounds like they're trying to, cover all the bases.
It does, doesn't it? And the settings, too.
Yeah.
Kalinga Payao and Tipolo, even Quezon City.
That's smart. It's not just your typical, dark alleys and cityscapes. They're really showing the scope of it all.
Right. Like, this isn't just some contained urban thing. The drug war, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And visually.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking mountains, cities, the whole spectrum. Makes it feel more,
real.
Yeah, real. Now, the action, the review raves about it. Tightly choreographed, high stakes.
Yeah.
But there's something else. The review mentions emotional depth. So I'm curious, how do you think the film, balances the action, the explosions with the human side of things? Can it do both?
I think that's where things get really interesting. You've got these strong female characters. They're not just there to look tough and shoot guns.
Well, they probably do shoot some guns.
Oh, yeah, probably. But it sounds like the film delves into their resilience, their teamwork, the emotional toll of what they do. It's not just about being the lone wolf hero anymore.
Yeah, it's about, women supporting women, even in the most intense situations.
Exactly. Which is honestly super refreshing to see, especially in an action film.
Now, the review did say that audiences have been kind of mixed.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people loved the representation, strong women in law enforcement, but some critics thought the storytelling was, I don't know.
A little predictable, maybe it stuck too closely to the usual action movie formula.
Yeah, maybe. Which, it's tough when you're trying to get a message across, to entertain, and to break new ground all at the same time. It's a balancing act.
It is. It really is.
So I guess a big question is, does the Buy-Bust Queen succeed? Does it really challenge those stereotypes? Does it make people think differently?
Well, I think that's something each viewer has to decide for themselves.
That's true.
But, regardless of whether it's perfect, it's sparking conversation.
Yeah.
And in a genre that's often, kind of stuck in its ways, it's got to count for something.
Totally.
Yeah.
So there you have it, our deep dive into the Buy-Bust Queen. Action, social commentary, female empowerment, and maybe, just maybe, a glimpse into a new kind of action hero. What do you think? Check out yourself. Let us know what you think. See if it lives up to the hype.
I'm curious now.
Right. Me too. Until next time.
Bye.
Yeah.